Scott. I'm Russell.
And I'm Leo. This is Spitball. Welcome to Spitball, where three project persons and a guest empty our heads of startup and tech product ideas that we have stuck up in there so you can all have them for free. Anything that we say is yours to keep. And this week, Russell, you brought our guest, didn't you, brother?
Oh, yes, I did. I have the famous Marc Boersma here, who is currently the director of product for a company called Maury.
Yep.
Maury, and there's a lot of cool stuff happening there, but we know him famously from our ring cam days. He is famously proposed at the Pistons Stadium and shamelessly plugged ring cam on a big screen there. So, yeah, it's quite incredible. I think hundreds of thousands of people, no, just thousands of people saw an amazing proposal and a bunch of advertisements to every bride and groom walking through that arena.
My wife does not know about that, so don't. You can't tell her.
No?
Don't. She doesn't know. So.
Well, if Mark's wife's listening, she was already engaged, so it makes it way better, right?
Yeah, good cover up. Nailed it. Marc, welcome to Spitball.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Another legendary introduction, Russell. So when we have guests on who start off while we're warming up and talking in the pre-show and they're like, I have 100 ideas. What should I do with all these? How do I pick just one? We sometimes will play a round of Intramurals where we pitch some of our reject half ideas just to clear the decks a little bit, and something that we don't want to be a full pitch, but that we think has a little bit of legs. So we're going to do a round of Intramurals to get us warmed up today. How are we feeling? Who wants to go first? Who's itching? Do we all have an app idea? I think we might all have an app idea tonight. Is that right?
I can do an app idea.
I can turn mine into an app
Let's do it all. Oops, all apps, Intramurals.
Oops, all apps. All right, I got you.
Let's go.
Hit us. What do you got?
This is an app. I recently moved. I have recently been putting lots of large things into a old house with many corners and small staircases, and realizing this will not fit from here to here. I want an app where I could just take my phone, do a quick look around the room, get a CAD model of whatever the thing is that I'm trying to move, that freaking mattress or dishwasher or something, and just have it hey, you can fit that into around this corner. Only if you do it this way. If you hold the couch at this angle, you can get it through. And it does all of that for you.
You end up with IKEA instructions with put on
exactly.
end, slide down 2 feet, rotate 90 degrees. Yeah. Yep. That's awesome.
That's the entire app, and I would kill for that this past weekend.
So iPhones have LiDAR scanners and stuff for many years now, and there's apps to do the 3D rendering. There's a whole API suite for this. This is very doable. I love this.
It doesn't exist. I was literally looking for this when trying to get a stupid washing machine through, but
Amazon even has the put this object in your room to see how it'll fit.
The augmented
You're
reality
almost
part.
there. You just need to show me how to get it to this spot, Amazon. You're going to leave it on my back porch.
The CAD models. Hey, this is a mattress. It's a little bit flexy. We could move it around this way.
Yeah. Well, what if you entered in your physique numbers in terms of how much you can lift, and then it tells you no, you need a partner for this. You're going to throw out your back. Here's in order to get it to this position, you got to
check this box if you grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
You have to, here's the 3-week weightlifting program you have to go through first. It's a fitness app.
It measures the awkwardness of the item, right? How awkward
that's
is
a
the
good
whole,
one.
There's no handholds on this perfectly smooth cabinet you want to get down there, yeah.
Well, if we want to scale it commercial, we'll just sell it to the moving companies.
Yeah.
You can upload pictures of everything you have to move. It gives the 2 guys in a truck instructions for everything to move, how to get it in there most efficiently, because it's all about efficiency with their revenue and their profit, more efficient, more profitable. So you give them step-by-step
tells
instructions.
them they can bill you more. I like it.
Whoa, 2 houses, 1 day with your app, Scott.
Yeah, there you go.
2 men, 2 houses, 1 truck, 1 day. I don't know, but that's
2
not
men, an app,
tagline.
and a truck.
2 men, an app, and a truck. That is actually, Marc, I did not think you could make money with this app until you said something like that.
Well,
of course, Marc has a way for that.
amazing.
So when we moved out of our condo, my wife and I, the closest elevator was like, I don't know, 50 years old, and it was crazy tiny. And so these movers that we hired to do it, they did not account for how many trips down that little tiny elevator they would need to take, because they assumed it was a big elevator for a large condo building. And so, it was a fixed rate quote, and I guarantee they lost money because they had no idea. But if they had your app, they'd be like, hey, it's this many elevator loads. Like, this is the path to get all the way downstairs to the moving truck. Like, it could have saved them, a lot of money on the job.
Man, you run a 360 camera through your house ahead of time. Like, that's all it takes, right?
Yep.
If you really want to commercialize this, you send them a 360 camera ahead of time, and it just or I guess you could just do this with your iPhones, right? They have like full rooms. Oh man.
Yep.
That's actually dope.
All right, someone give me
Okay,
an
Oh, it's his
so
intramural. I forgot.
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
taking too long. Keep it moving.
I have, I'll piggyback off that, because believe it or not, my app is kind of a moving app. So, as we all know, the baby boomers of the generation are retiring, and they are old enough now to be moved into nursing homes. So there is a lot of very old people moving into nursing homes, and they have to sell all their stuff, right? I was talking to my neighbor a few months ago, going through this whole thing. Her parents lived in the house, had to go into a nursing home, doing an estate sale. So they have to pay hundreds of dollars for this company to come and evaluate everything in their house. And then they have to pay for them to move, warehouse, all this stuff. And then this company takes it upon themselves to sell as much as they can from the house. And then they charge like a 35% commission fee on everything they sell. And it's just because the kids who are dealing with all of this, because grandparents are not able to anymore, don't want to spend all the time to do it. So with the beautiful rise of AI, imagine being able to walk through your parents' house, who are now in a nursing home, be able to photograph everything, and through image recognition, assign a price tag to everything, automatically list it on an estate sale website, and you take care of all of that yourself just via camera and app, automatically posting it, assigning a price value, which honestly, if they make any money off of it, it's great because they just don't want to deal with the hassle. AI virtual estate sale.
Beautiful. It could even list it on local Facebook marketplaces and eBay and all that stuff too. Absolutely. It doesn't even have to be physical anymore.
List it at a high price and just keep knocking it down every week if no one buys it until someone eventually grabs it. Ooh, I love that.
There really isn't much that the estate sale companies are bringing to the table that can't be commodified at this point, is there? Mm-hmm. Appraisal and organization of an event and price tagging and bargain, all that stuff is like so easy to automate.
Yep.
Damn. Wow.
I don't know much about how estate sales work. I guess there's a whole company that will just come in and just sell everything you own.
Pretty much.
That's kind
Imagine
of
a garage sale, but the whole house.
Yeah.
You walk through.
You can do it. A lot of people do it themselves, but most people don't have time, like think the kids are the ones that are doing it, and the kids are now, 40, 50 years old. They have kids, they have jobs, they have all that stuff. And this is a huge thing on their plate. So they hire a company to just take care of it all. Why can't an app with AI, image recognition, do it for them?
I would like to walk around my house with a thing and just have it identify what stuff do you have that's worth a lot.
Ooh.
Like, do I really need this? I don't know.
That's good. That's good.
Your app sounds great just to do, right? Yeah, it's Russell's looking around over his shoulder. Hold on. Do I really
got
need
like
this
$1,000 of PLA behind
Am I
you?
emotionally attached to this? Yeah.
Do I need that?
Am I ever going to learn guitar?
Yeah, exactly, right? That's worth $300, $400.
I'm imagining Google Lens, but it's just labeling price tags on stuff pulled in from like recent auctions or whatever. Even that would be sweet.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, man, you sell that to Facebook, they would just love that shit.
Seriously.
People are literally going to video their whole home and tell you every piece of information that's in there. Like, could sell and put ads for that all day, This guy's got a guitar.
There's going to be
free.
a black market for thieves for this app, unfortunately.
See, that's where I was actually going to go,
Right.
Mark, with this. Like, what if you had an open door lockbox with cameras throughout the house and it turns into a vending machine style where
Ooh.
you buy the item online and they unlock the door with a bunch of cameras, you can take and grab and go.
Well, have you guys done that at airports?
That's right.
Yeah.
Airports are just like
No.
trust
What?
honor system kiosks with cameras, right?
Yeah.
We don't even know what happens.
There's an airport, actually a really tiny one, outside of Columbia, Missouri. And you go in, you just scan your credit card, and you walk in. There's absolutely no employees. You grab whatever you want, and you walk out, and then you get an email with what you grabbed and the price, and it just automatically charges you.
Seen those guys?
Yes, Denver has a couple of those too. Those are powered by Amazon technology. I went into the original Amazon prototype stores for those. The Amazon Go thing. They're cool.
It's
So there's
it's
a bunch
awesome.
of cameras all in the ceiling watching, like, oh, he picked this up, put this down, put this up. And they build it as like our incredible AI, whatever. It's amazing that we've developed technology where robots know that. And it came to light that it's just a bunch of underpaid people in India watching cameras.
Just a guy in the back on a
Yep.
notepad.
Scrolling.
Oh,
Yep.
of course it
He
is.
picked up the salad. He put down the salad. He picked up the salad. Yeah. I don't know if that's still the case, but that was how it was. a
If
few years ago.
Amazon can do it, we can do it with estate
We
sales.
too
I
can
mean,
hire.
So the company comes in with a briefcase filled with cameras. They stick it up to the ceiling, and then strangers walk around the house, scan their credit card, and just pick up that clock and that priceless china, and they walk out.
That's it.
Great. You can haggle on the app. $20 and all. Yeah. I'll give you 50 for everything.
All right. What you
Okay.
got?
I don't know if if this idea has any legs. We'll see if there's something here. So IMDb has an awesome and pretty famous database of trivia per movie. There's dozens of like, did you know that while filming this scene, this interesting thing happened? Or they actually had to break up this into 4 different blah, 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 right? It's fascinating, and I feel like it isn't being used for anything interesting or fun. So I would like to make some sort of either Duolingo style, like, learn some interesting facts about the things that you already have in your recently watched list or something, or maybe even it's like a head-to-head trivia game that you're playing with people, somehow gamifying this corpus of data into something that brings it to light in a better way than having to go and find it myself. I don't know what the structure is here, which is why it's an intramural.
I love those movie facts too. Like they always bring me joy. So that's.
But you have to remember to go and, like, I don't know, not only be intentional about that movie that you're interested in, but just remembering to do it at all. Yeah.
Honestly, like my gut reaction is if I'm watching a movie and you know how I think it's like Amazon Prime does it, when I pause, it shows me, hey, here's all the characters on the screen. Like I could just
Yeah.
pause at a random point and it'll tell me either a tidbit about the movie or about that scene or something.
Did you know that Amazon owns IMDb?
Yeah.
Do they really?
It's almost there. We're so freaking close. The feature you're talking about is called Amazon X-Ray. They should just put the
X-Ray.
facts in there. Yes.
That's when I would be most interested in those facts when I'm actively watching it.
You pause
Yeah.
like 10 minutes into the movie. You know, when Russell Crowe died at the end of this, then he blah, 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 blah. Like, God, spoiler.
That's a real concern.
Yeah.
This could be just like an add-on to subtitles or like an app add-on. Like, if you get some subtitle
Honestly,
thing,
yes.
Put it
Right?
during
What's
the
the trivia
movie.
going?
Yeah.
it listens to the audio on the movie, and then like a thing pops up. Maybe you could do this on your phone, right? It just listens to the audio or time syncs up, and now you just have that going at the same time.
Zoomers are reading and watching TikTok and stuff while having their movie on anyway, so put it on the screen that they're actually looking at. I love it.
I love that. Yeah, because if I'm watching, let's say I'm watching a movie for like the third time because I'm with a group and they've
Yeah.
never seen it, I would love to pull out my phone and learn all these facts. But they probably don't want to be distracted by all these facts while they're watching the movie for the first time, and so I can pull it out and still enjoy by learning a bunch more stuff that I didn't know. Because
Are you going to be able to hold your tongue, though? Hey, guys, did you know Vigo actually broke his toe? Yeah.
We'll call the app Pompous Critic. And
You guys wouldn't believe this. Hey, guess what? Shut up. All right, Russell, what do you got?
That's awesome.
Okay, mine is extremely like illegal and borderline not helpful to society. But we'll see how this goes, okay? This is
start.
why it's an intramural. All right.
Uh-huh.
So I know some folks that are trying to stay in the United States with their H-1B and try to get an H-1B visa. Now it turns out all you need to qualify for that is a good enough job title to get through the bureaucracy of the government.
Uh-huh.
So why not just create an app/company, kind of like, do you guys remember that one movie about the college that wasn't real and you got degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys? That's what I'm trying to do with with a company.
What kind of business would exist that would just hand out pompous titles to interns?
Ringcam.com.
So I think this would be funded by parents of people whose kids go to school and want them to stay in the United States to get opportunities. So you create fake kind of jobs that are paid for by the rich parents of those kids, and you take a commission, and all you're doing is making fake job titles until they find their real job. So now they're like an engineer, a mechanical engineer for Box Tech Guru
LLC.
Okay, and that's the company. See, completely white label, and that's it.
I feel like you're just describing a new level of Ivy League college admissions.
Yeah. This app could have just like a portfolio of shell companies that it's assigning people to and stuff.
Constantly shifting. Although Ringcam, oh my God, LinkedIn recruiters are going to hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're looking for a VP of engineering over here. This guy looks great.
His parents paid for the VP of engineering position in my company, so
A vice president and a freshman in college. Amazing.
Dude, yes, internships, it's basically fraud paid for by my app. So simply put, it makes me think, when Twitter shut down, right? How many people could totally say they worked at Twitter and got laid off
verify it.
That's right. Who's going to verify that?
No one's going to
I
call
worked
Twitter.
at Twitter
Yeah.
for 3 years, actually, guys. I
you
was
really?
their head
Wow.
of product. Yeah, I know.
Head of product.
I saw that with a lot of Toys R Us managers too.
Yeah.
There we go, right? That's it.
That's fantastic, Russell. I love that.
Yep. It's
A close cousin to tax fraud as a service pitched
Right?
many episodes ago. I love that.
Hey, that
one.
one was legal.
visas as a service is pretty bad.
Visify. Do it. What you got for us this week, Scott?
All right. I do not have children. All three of you have children. This is an idea for people with children. I want to know if this is a good idea or a bad idea.
Okay.
I spent last Thanksgiving with nieces and nephews. They are at ages where indoor voices are a thing that has to be reminded to them quite a bit. It got to a point where I'm wondering, could we just put like a decibel meter on the wall or just like a bar and just say, hey, if this bar crosses this threshold, you get 3 strikes. And if it hits it too many times, then something happens.
You lost your gold star for the day. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, something along those lines. And that is as far as I got with that idea. Would this
love it.
work? Because
It's just not a
stupid,
shock
easy.
collar.
Yeah,
good.
well, you could make this in an afternoon and then make a website and just start selling these out. If you get a little TikTok movement going, would this sell? Would it work?
Scott, that is, I think that's a phenomenal idea because we do something very similar with our oldest, Lena, getting out of bed. She's got a night light that we can control from our phones, and she knows that if the light is not green, she is not allowed out of her room. It turns green when it's her wake up time, and it works. Not all the time, but it works. So
All hail the light.
that's a great idea.
You know where this would be useful for? You should sell this to schools. Put it in their cafeteria, keep the volume below this certain level, put it in the classroom. Hey, don't forget, we're in yellow mode right now, kids, so quiet voices. Put it on the hallway as you're walking by, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yellow mode. It like moves the max threshold down
Yeah.
or something. Like, hey, it's
Yeah.
Remember, we're in a zone 2, and there's 4 zones, and you can't go above that or whatever. They literally have that at my son's elementary school. They'll be like, hey, we're walking through the hall, so we're at level 2 for our quiet voices right now or whatever. And
no hardware.
there's no way
They
to
just tell
know,
them
right?
that. Oh,
Yeah. It's just
I like that a
it's
lot.
means nothing, right? To quantify it for them.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
you got schools, you got daycares, you got, I mean, everything.
Courtrooms.
Every classroom, every
Courtrooms. Your case will be thrown out, old man, if you don't stop yelling.
Honestly, this could be a solution for the detriment of open office concepts that have plagued our working society. Even.
ooh, yeah, just stop talking. No.
Yeah, right. Because
Put it in the, like,
Libraries.
Secretary of State,
yeah,
the
libraries.
library. Gamified decibel meters. This is fun.
Yeah.
I think kids forget, or they just don't even know that their voices are
That's
so loud.
exactly what was happening all the time, all this past weekend.
Adults too. I have several
That's
people
true.
in my life that escalate each other to the point where they're screaming at each other. Yes.
So how do you make it not into a game that the kids are trying to, if you see like one of those signs that tells you how fast you're going, how does the kid just not want to hit that max?
This is what you do, Scott. This is what you do. You put a bowl of Skittles, and as they scream, Skittles just pour into a blender and dissolve in front of them. Okay? And just like hundreds of Skittles. And then they'll start screaming, no! But then they stop immediately because they don't want more Skittles to
Honestly,
get,
that's a really
And
good
the blender
idea.
makes so much noise that it keeps the blender going. Oh,
But
know,
then, like, every
that's
minute,
the-
a Skittle drops in to the bowl, right? Or something. So if you stay below the meter, only one, you get a Skittle, or like some version of that, right? But then as soon as they scream, hundreds of Skittles just burn into a fire.
dog treat.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
that's the Loud Light Platinum version. You get the blender and the Skittles.
The loud light.
Loud light.
Or like you do like fake coins for a pizza party. You know, if you want to get boring with this, right? You get the fake money dollars and
Skittle blenders.
pour the money out when the coin, like, people are too loud. Like, that would be, or
Yeah,
some visual.
hang up their favorite stuffed animal above the blender.
It just lowers a little bit each time.
No!
He's
Woofy, no.
We're trying not to scar another generation.
well, then don't yell. Don't yell.
You remember
there,
what
that's
happened
fantastic.
to your doll's little toesies?
It's your trauma. Guys,
my
I literally was joking with Carrie. My daughter's 14 months, and she only knows how to scream at the top of her lungs for anything. And I'm like, do they have bark collars for daughters? They just, like, a little vibration to know, oh, that's a little loud, right? Not like a shock collar, but like,
That's what
but this
shock
is
collars
much
can
better.
do.
This is much better, Scott. I think it's,
I want it on record. I did not recommend shock collars for children in this
I
idea
heard
at any
shock
point.
collar.
No. We're changing the episode title. Shock Collars for Kids by Scott.
The louder they get, the shockier it gets.
All right, Leo, what do you got for us this week?
It's so funny. My main idea that I was going to bring before you even said anything about this is also a LED-based information visual for kids.
Oops, all LEDs.
Oops, all LEDs for kids. So, I want to solve the age-old generational problem of the "Are we there yet?" in the car. I think we could make an LED bar, a strip of some kind that goes, behind the passenger and driver's seats on the ceiling, that represents the map data progress toward our destination. So you program in on your phone or whatever, we are headed from here to here. It's going to be a 23-minute drive. And you just got like the dots traveling from left to right that they can see. Oh, we're about halfway. Or, oh, we got a long way to go still. Or look at that, we're almost here. It could do 5-minute warning, like gentle breathing blinkings. It could do your turn signal, we're about to turn, so it lights up on one side for a minute. You could just to communicate where are we on our journey to the backseat passively, so that you stop having the "we're almost there" conversation or the "dad, how long left."
Dots on the road. I immediately think this is like Pac-Man. Like Pac-Man is eating all these treats going. So
Ooh,
let's bring
yeah.
Russell's Skittle idea. Every time you hit one of those dots on the map, a Skittle comes out.
As long as you've been
Shoots at their
quiet.
face.
1 mile intervals or something.
I need a decibel meter from your company, Scott, in my car.
Hey, that's a good spot for it.
Ooh. So this might get way too complicated to to expand on the idea,
Yeah, please.
but like So my kids, we have a DVD player right in our minivan that we have a bunch of DVDs for the kids on long road trips. And what if the speed of the movie synced up to the time it takes to get to the destination, so the movie ended right when you got there?
You stick in all the bonus scenes and you loop a couple times here and there, and you're like. Or it's just like picking from your media library from the hundreds of movies.
Recommends any of these movies will fit.
If we grab this, and this episode, it'll be exactly 38 minutes or whatever. That's cool.
Dude, I want that for like airplanes and stuff. That's a great
little
idea.
Kids, if it's a little faster, if the movie, vocals go a little faster or a little slower, they're not going to notice. I mean, they're watching like Shrek and stuff, and it's like, they don't care. And so
I would also absolutely try to break that system to be like, I'm going like down the street, play Shrek, let's go.
Hey, donkey, gotta go. Somebody once told me the world's gonna roll me.
End credits. I love that. No, the LED progress bar, Leo, is so smart.
Yeah,
I think I've pitched before like LED countdown timers for kids to visualize that just around the house. So this is kind of a natural extension. Maybe it's even something you could take in the house and turn into the 10-minute timer for just everyday life too. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, use it for timeouts, right?
Ooh,
Your timeout's going to be 5 minutes this time, 10 minutes.
A modernized, controllable sand timer that's synced up to your Google Maps that you've pulled up for your driver destination thing.
That's genius, because then it doesn't have to be a car. It can be anywhere. You can sync it up no matter the setting. That's great.
Yeah.
Can you make a smart sand timer?
Adjusting the aperture, I guess, between the two.
Yeah, I really want to do that now.
Like somehow measuring the weight or something. I don't even know how that would work. I have seen people do like the falling sand visualizations on LED matrices, so you could probably have like a digital display that's simulating sand or something, but that's not as cool. We love physical representations of digital data on this show.
It'd be a great app to add, like I feel like there's little menus you can add to your iPad while they're watching a show at the same time as like your LED timer. So instead of doing physical, you could just be watching your show and there's an overlay of your drive on top of it that's like, 2 minutes left, so that show is going to be done. My kid loves to wait until the show's over before he gets out of the car or he throws a fit, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's
not SaaS, it's TaaS, time as a service. Right?
Time as a service.
But if you have a 45-minute drive, then you're right, Mark. Turning that 48-minute show into a 45-minute show is easy. You stretch it by 1.01 speed or whatever, and you're good to go, right?
Yep.
That's fun. That was some quick math I just did. I don't know.
That
works out perfectly. Russell, what do you got for us this week?
So I'm driving around a lot, and I see a lot of empty lots. And every time I see these commercial empty lots, I'm like, man, I'd love to put a coffee shop there or a taco truck or something like that, right? But the thing is, it's such a high risk to put something in that location. So I would love to do pop-up trial trucks as a service, right? So if you want to launch a coffee company in this spot, you pop up a food truck that's there 24/7 or whatever, or like you bring in the Amazon house, place your bagel shop there and run it for 3 months. Now, whoever is co-interested in that experience shares in that risk in that investment. So you're just the service that provides the business, literally business in a box for those given locations, and you share in the profits and earnings. And it's kind of like,
that's amazing. When I was house shopping, I'm looking at like modular homes. Like they're like, you can get very high end, crazy nice houses now that they're just like pick and place put together on there. Just do that with stores. Just like, I'm going to turn this empty lot over here into a Starbucks or some equivalent coffee shop. 3 different pieces come together, all out of shipping containers. Set it up for temporary. All you need is a concrete platform.
Tom Scott's Lateral podcast is a puzzle lateral thinking thing, and they had a question on there. What is it that White Castle did to insulate themselves from rent hikes and failing store locations and stuff, and they've done this where the entirety of a White Castle store, more or less all their locations, can be put on a truck and moved. So if they're like, if they have a landlord that hikes up the rent of the lot too much, or their location isn't doing well, they can just like move down the street or across town or whatever with the same building. You want to like White Castle-ify the idea of trying a business for the first time. Yeah, that's so fun.
And there's so many like empty lots now, I feel like, or spots where like, oh, I want to launch a coffee shop, but I want to make sure it's going to be cool, valid, like foot traffic. You're making all these assumptions. You just de-risk.
You only need like 3 or 4 different types of stores too. Like your classic restaurant, your classic like commerce store. Coffee one would be its own. Oh man.
Like bubble tea locations, like all these like unique little things that are like, oh, that'd be cool. Or like crumble cook. I mean, I don't know why crumble cookie is just killing it everywhere, because I guess cookies, but like
it's because weed's legal.
There's definitely a correlation there. Right? Boom, a weed truck. You could just roll up in a weed truck, right? Test the location,
Yeah.
But how unique do these different designs need to... I mean, if you want to try out a froyo shop versus a bubble tea place, that can be the same building, right? Like, it doesn't need to have a ton of specialized exterior layout or whatever, right?
Exactly. I'd say you just keep the exact same building. It's supposed to kind of be janky. If you are not providing a good enough product to get past the jankiness, that's telling you a lot already. Right? Sure, the brand isn't perfect and like the quality isn't great, maybe, but if you still get foot traffic and people coming to the store, it means there's something there, right?
You're doing something right with your product. Yeah.
You're filling a gap.
Yeah, because the type of companies that you're describing it's really, really difficult to prove that you have a good solution and a valuable offering before investing a bunch of money in an actual location. So that's great.
Right. Like Subway, like even Subway franchise locations, right? Like I think franchises should be a huge customer of ours to help de-risk their costs as well, because they're I think sharing in some of the investment or the brand equity, right? So if you're just launching Subways everywhere and half of them shut down, well, that looks bad for the brand. So we create like a Subway truck that goes to random locations and sees if people, or modular home, sees if people are going to roll up to that. You post up for 3 months and move on, right?
I think it needs to be longer than that, because our small town here had a Popeyes move in about 2 years ago, and I've never seen it in my life where a drive-through line goes out to the road, wraps around the building once, wraps around again to the window, a double layered drive-through wrap. And now,
Popeyes.
2 years later, empty, totally gone. Raising Cane's up in Grand Rapids opened last week or a couple weeks ago. Same story, just line out the door. I think it's not going to be lined down the street in 3 months, right? So you need to get over that initial hump of it's got novelty to it. Everyone wants to try it because it just moved in, and see what the actual traffic will be like 6 months or a year down the line,
That's true. That's so true. You can just pick up and move. Oh, and you still make the money. You're still ran a successful business for a year, but you quit while you were ahead.
Or you even you want to be Subway. Why don't you put in Bob's generic sandwiches in that spot for a year, see if people like it, and if they don't, then that's not a good spot for your Subway, or vice versa. Wow, there was a lot of sandwich demand on this side of whatever.
I was even thinking, what if you partnered with companies who are closed during the times where you want to be open. Oh. And so like if I have a dinner type restaurant idea, and a local coffee shop is never open after 4 p.m., can I strike a deal with them to set up my pop-up shop, or even just use their location, quick rebrand, in the evenings? Whoa. They get to split in my revenue, and I'm not interfering with their business because they're closed during that time anyway. How many restaurants in Holland are closed on Sundays or Mondays? That's like a staple thing. All the restaurants in Holland closed on Mondays, right? So just replace those with a temporary pop-up.
That's great.
I just pull a lever and all the signs like flip from like Mr. Hughes to something else.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder, like, how
It's a
many other
ghost kitchen.
synergies are there between? Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, exactly.
It is.
There are. You've got your coffee versus, that they always close at 2 p.m. or whatever. I wonder what other yin and yang businesses could go together like that. That's interesting.
Breakfast places and dinner places, right?
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got a couple greasy spoon diner type places that I think close after lunch. You could have your fine dining in the same rundown, whatever, for dinner. Yeah.
What if we do that seasonally too?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, there's like Grand Haven, Holland. Those are
Saugatuck.
tourist towns in the summer. And, engagement customers plummet in the winter. So if you had, seasonal yin and yang business
Cross-country
ideas.
ski shop over the winter and
Yeah.
fine seafood place in the summer.
This is kind of like the Spirit Halloween model.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes. That's
They
so
just
true.
warehouse for 11 months of the year. 1 month
Yep.
they take over an abandoned warehouse and sell it all.
Mark, close us out. What do you got? What's your $1 billion idea?
Oh boy.
No pressure.
Okay, so this is an homage to Ring Cam, because I was trying to narrow down what I wanted to talk about, and I had an idea that's wedding related. So there was a season of my life, a few years after I graduated, where every single person I knew was getting married. So I had a couple summers straight where nearly every weekend I was at a wedding or actually standing part of the party, whatever. And I
Brag.
noticed a huge a huge trend where no wedding ever goes according to plan. There's always delays. There's always miscommunications. No one knows what's going on. And so I'm sitting in a parking lot with the whole bridal party of a wedding. And we're standing outside and we're supposed to go into the reception area, and we're being told to wait. And we've taken no pictures yet. We have no idea what's going on. And we sat there for 45 minutes and everyone was like, I wish we had a way to know what was going on. So enter in I don't have a creative name for it yet, but a wedding day planning app. Okay, so here's how it goes, start to finish. You're invited to a wedding and you get invited and you get access to this app, this website, whatever. And you are classified by your role in the wedding, just an attendee on the bride or the groom side, a part of the wedding party, groomsman, bridesmaid, best man, whatever. And you're put into those groups, and not just the wedding planner that they hired, but the bride and groom and everyone can all communicate with the specific parties that need to know information whenever something happens. So through that app, you get the full itinerary. You get messages from the planner like, hey, we're delayed 20 minutes, something happened. Hey, now everyone, notification, you got to go over here. It's going to take 10 minutes. Just a reminder, we're meeting over there. And so it is a way for the wedding planner to communicate with each group. If schedules change, which they always do, everyone can get notified, especially in messages that apply to particularly your role in the wedding. And then on the opposite side, as an attendee or as the actual person getting married, it becomes a way for everyone to share all of the pictures, all of the footage, all the videos that everyone who attended the wedding took and captured. And so when Ann and I, my wife, got done with our wedding, we had all the photographers' pictures that we hired, and we got a few sent to us from friends and stuff. But there are hundreds of pictures, special moments that got captured that we will never see, never know about. And if everyone used this app as not just a planning, coordinating app, but as a data dump for wedding footage pictures, we would be able to look through all of that stuff. We'd be able to see it, save the ones we liked. And so it's not just for the wedding planner, but also for all the attendees to share, comment, whatever. So it's a full-blown wedding day planning app, and we're going to scale it. We're going to get the user base, We're going to ride it for about 2 to 3 years, and then we're going to sell it to the Knot.
Yeah, or Zola or whatever.
They would love this.
This could translate one for one with complicated like family vacations that you're bringing in additional people to, or family reunions, or any situation where you're trying to coordinate more than like 6 people who are not immediate family onto a schedule of some kind, right?
Just have a giant sign at the entrance of whatever the event is with a big QR code and be like, scan this immediately, log in here, and then all your info in one spot.
Be web-based.
Yeah,
web-based, honestly.
I love this idea because I think during my wedding, everybody was texting me or my wife about, hey, just, we're friends, right? So obviously you can tell me where to park.
What table am I at or whatever. Yeah, right.
Yeah, just those little things that doesn't seem like a big deal when you're texting your buddy, but you realize, they're getting texts from hundreds of people that day probably, right? And they're all more important than your stupid little where do I go text, right? This would be, I think, the group, the tagging of what party you're in is so helpful, because if my parents were in that group chat or saw those posts coming in, they would be able to respond, or somebody like kind of that group thinking would be like, right, where is everybody?
It's an actual escalation inside there. Keep a ticket system.
You've been escalated to tier 2 tech support. It's grandma. She's on it. Tier 3. You're over to the sister-in-law.
Patching in wife.
Honestly, though, if it had like the itinerary, you could be blocking off like at this time, the big headline on the front page of my wedding app is this is where parking is, and when this block happens, that's where you're like guiding the person through the day, right? All the attendees. That's awesome.
Yep.
I think making that agenda is so hard, though. I think looking back, though, I would have loved to like think through, like, you have to kind of pretend to be the person that's at your wedding. Did they get the hotel? Did they get their gift bag? Are they like, you have to literally go through 3 days of this person's life in order to figure out every step. And it's always the minor inconvenience that can throw everybody off, right? Like, how do I get back to the hotel room after the wedding? Right? You had this whole thing planned out with the caterer, but you just didn't communicate it through the agenda because you just forgot that line. And then now the hive mind has to communicate out like, everybody just tell everybody there's a shuttle coming every 20 minutes or something, right? Like, that's hard. And I guess what I'm saying is like the agenda making, the parking stuff, these are for all the, it's like Reddit for this wedding, right? People randomly post stuff and randomly comments, and it can be I don't know if it has to be anonymous,
the chattering board or whatever. Yeah,
I don't know if I want my family commenting or ability for them to comment.
Russell, you bring up a great dynamic. So we've talked about communication with different parties, but what about the day of coordinators communication with vendors? Like the catering, the DJ,
they're all added.
The minister, everyone's added, and that the photographer, and they can communicate with each of those people.
Oh yeah,
for coordinating things, because I mean, day of wedding coordinators are huge. Like that is, everyone's getting them now, and so that's having that person be able to communicate with all the vendors and set the entire invite list up to communicate with one another. And
this is the centralized place to like have all their phone numbers and know when things are arriving. It's getting calendared. It's getting, you're getting task lists like, okay, flowers have arrived, but where is this thing? Yeah.
And I
walked out of the building, right? Or something, right?
One thing that I don't like about the way things like this are currently handled is I don't want a group chat that is time bound.
Yeah.
They are so annoying, and they're just blasting in messages while they're active. And this is a short duration type thing. And to have that all within an app that also contains all the information about the wedding, so that I'm not dealing with like Facebook Messenger or like a group chat on my phone. Everyone's communicating via this interface. Man, that's great.
I think that's your model. Through the vendors, like, you're talking as a couple to all these vendors. The vendors would pay maybe into this service for whatever reason, right? Whether it's to talk to other vendors, but then you as the bride and groom get this benefit of agenda, day of wedding coordinator, group chats, all that jazz, right? For free and included because you're working with that vendor. The vendor's upselling that as an free service to what,
Oh.
like if you cater with me, you get
Yes.
this awesome app as well.
Yes.
That's good.
And then now the caterer also has control over the photographer, like a little bit of that communication. So it's,
I only
it all
pick
comes
people on
together.
Prime. I only pick people with this service, my vendors. Whoa.
Yeah.
I was
Like,
going to pitch a much worse version, which is you are the couple, you're looking at it, and this florist has paid to be like, have you thought about this kind of whatever? This is like the catalog of services for you to pick from, and they're advertising for places in there, But I feel like you having like recommended partners and stuff that are curated is way better than just another place to show ads.
Yeah. I think the person this gets sold to is the wedding planner / day of coordinator.
Yeah.
And then they offer it to their clientele as an add-on service, or they just use it behind the scenes just for vendor communication stuff. And yeah, that's
It's
and
like
then
an
obviously,
Asana or Monday.com or whatever, but hyper specific to like agendaing. It's a project management tool, but specifically for event coordination and planning. I wonder if something like that exists already. That's cool.
yeah. And if you, as like let's say I'm the one getting married, if all the wedding planner told me was, hey, if you use this app, you'll be able to collect everyone's photos and videos and everything like
Yeah,
that
that
from
alone.
everywhere, I would instantly be like, oh yeah, of course.
Right.
Like I'm going to do that.
And you can white label too. Like you go to bobanddiane.com and it's actually powered by this. It's a, website generator, and there's a view for vendor, a view for coordinator, a view for bridal party, a view for guest, regular guest. Totally.
Yep.
That's great.
Like, I think your exit strategy should be buying the not getting bought by them.
Hey,
I don't think that exits
Yes.
you. And then you make them CEO of your company.
Just walk away.
Done. Well, dear listener, if you are listening to this while looking through your scrapbook of wedding planning ideas, thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed yourself. And thank you so much, Mark, for joining us. This was really fun.
Thank you for having me.
That's a banger idea. We'll have to have you back for one of those other 50 ideas from your book. Our website is spitball.show. There you can find our YouTube channels, other social media. Hey, if you have an idea, record a pitch and send it as a voice memo or however it is that you record stuff over to podcast@spitball.show, and we might discuss it on the show. That's also how you can follow us on the Fediverse, such as Mastodon. We are podcast@spitball.show or on Blue Sky at spitball.show. Our subreddit is r/spitballshow. Our intro-outro music is Swingers by Bonkers Beat Club. Please, if you wouldn't mind, that one friend who is in the throes of wedding planning and really needs some levity in the stress that comes with getting that organized, send them a link to this episode. We think we would love to have them as a listener, and they might enjoy this one. Also, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever it is that you get your podcasts. New episodes coming out in 2 weeks. We will see you then.